I'm famous. Are you? Unless it's somebody you just walk up to on the street, I don't know when I would ever say that. Gaeilge, Gaeilge, McCree and Shaw. Today I am going to be, at last, reviewing Duolingo for Irish. This was one that a lot of people were asking me on Instagram and in comments. Is Duolingo good for Irish? Would you recommend using it for Irish? So in order to review the app, I decided that I would use it for 7 days and see what I can learn in a week. I used Duolingo for Irish for 7 days on the medium setting daily goal. And once I hit that goal, I stopped. I didn't use it any further because I wanted to see, truthfully, if I was learning this from scratch, how beneficial would it be? It's not realistic if I go and spend an hour on it all day just to review it for you, because then what I would have learned would be a lot more than you would in a week. So
I thought this was the best way to do it.
I'm gonna jump from pros to cons. Back to pros, back to cons. My first one is gonna be a pro, because I like to be positive, The amount of vocab that I learned in the first week, and also the pronouns, which I was really happy with because I think they're important, and also a few different sentence structures. So I'm going to have that on the screen, all the vocab. I was pretty happy with the amount of vocab that I didn't learn, I already knew it, but that was given in the first week of using it. However, my con to that is that it was a little bit repetitive. In some lessons, it would just be extremely repetitive of the same sentences or testing you on the same word, like far, buchel, ihan séúil, or somebody was eating an apple. I find that really repetitive, and I know that might work for some people to get it into your head, but a good thing about that though is the app lets you skip ahead. This little key symbol, if you click on that, if you were on lesson 2 of that level and you felt like, maybe I could skip ahead, you could try it out, take the test, and if you got enough right, then you could skip on to the next level. So that's a good thing. If you are finding it too easy, you can skip ahead. And if you're not, then maybe that's a good way for you to learn. You need to keep repeating it and repeating it until you get into your memory. And my next con number 2, is that it introduced the present tense far too early, in my opinion. Like in the very first lesson I did, it was brought up, and that would be fine if it was like when I learned French. They have on each subject, if it's on the basics or if it's on people, they have a little section when you go to click on the topic that's called tips. A big disadvantage I notice about Irish on Duolingo is that they don't have tips. When I'm doing French, the tips is a great section because it gives me a little bit more context. It'll explain to me about, combination of letters, how they're usually pronounced, or verbs. If there's an irregular verb, it'll tell me the endings of that in a little table, and it's really helpful. Whereas with the Irish, there is no tips in any of the sections. As a first-time learner, if you just see the present tense, you're gonna be a little bit confused if you're only using Duolingo, which kind of turns into a positive. If you use Duolingo with another source, one that goes more in depth and explains things like the present tense more, such as if you watched my videos, because I did a video on present tense, just saying. So for example, if you watched my video about how to use the present tense and you kind of revised it and understood it, and then you use Duolingo to supplement that, Duolingo is great for revision. It's great for you to revise what you have learned and understood from a richer, more explanative source, such as my videos, or Learn Irish's videos are a really good source as well. So basically, my point there for that con is that you wouldn't know anything other than what Duolingo tells you, because it doesn't give you information or education to apply to other verbs that you would see yourself. It doesn't explain why the endings are different, so you're not going to know how to use the present tense with any other verbs. My fourth pro, very good variation in activities. Now this goes for any language I have come across on Duolingo. I really like how it changes it up. It's not just like multiple choice questions all the time. It's not the exact same question format. They change it up with activities where you have to pair words, so they'll have the words in English and then the words in Irish, and you have to pair them up. I like that one. I love that one. That's like my favorite. I don't know. I love seeing how fast I can do it. I'm a little bit competitive, and if I get one wrong, I get really annoyed. Listen to the word and then write what you've heard. That's a really good one because it helps you to tune your ear into the language, because often the hardest part is you might be able to write it, but you can't understand it when you hear it. Then they have the pictures. They'll ask you which one is a man, and you see the man, and then it tells you what that is in Irish. Only thing I noticed though is that when I was using it for Spanish or French, when you click on the picture, the pronunciation comes up, but with Irish it doesn't. And I don't know why not. I think that's a feature they could definitely include. If you read far, if you click on that and you read far, you would read it like fear if you're an English speaker. So the pronunciation would definitely come in handy there. Con number 4. When I use Duolingo for Spanish or French, it has activities where it gives you a sentence and there's a recording of how to say it, and then you have to record yourself saying it and it will tell you, you know, if you've done it right. They don't have that in the Irish Duolingo, which I think is a big disadvantage, because I've noticed from feedback from you guys, my Instagram followers, is that the main thing they struggle with is actually being able to pronounce Irish. It would be definitely great if Duolingo could get a feature for the Irish section where you can say the sentence out loud and Duolingo will tell you if it's right or not. Now, I would just like to state in Duolingo's defense that, of course, Irish is not as highly in demand as Spanish or English or French or Mandarin. There is a lot of interest in Irish and a lot of people want to learn it just out of interest and because it's a big part of our culture. But I can completely understand that Duolingo is more focused on the languages that are more highly in demand. I would put that down as the reason why it's probably less developed to the other languages available on Duolingo. My fifth and final pro, based on what I achieved in the 7 days, the phrases section was not included, but I just skipped ahead anyway and did it because I wanted to see how helpful or useful the phrases might have been in it, and I was really impressed. Their phrase section is excellent. It's just great to start off with, is simple things. You want to know how to say hello, thank you, you're welcome, see you later, and it had some relevant ones. Congratulations, I'm sorry, things like that. And I had some really good conversational ones as well. He has a girlfriend. She has a girlfriend. I am not a woman. We speak English. On my fifth and final con, there is only one woman who records all of the pronunciations and sentences. I think is of the Connacht dialect. Because it's the same woman, it's always the same dialect of Irish you're hearing, and you're not really hearing how differently it could be pronounced in Ulster or Leinster. So that would be a great addition if they could get more speakers. Duolingo, if you're watching, hit me up. I will do the Ulster Irish pronunciations. But seriously, it would be great if there was a bit of diversity in the people who record the pronunciations and sentences, because the accent varies a lot in Ireland depending on the dialect. So it would be good for people learning to realise that every Irish speaker is going to pronounce it differently depending on what part of Ireland they're from. And now for the part I have been so excited about. This one I'm torn. Is it a pro or is it a con about Duolingo? The very strange sentences that don't seem like ones you would ever use. I had a really good laugh at the weekend when I asked you guys on Instagram to send me ones you'd come across. The man is in the fridge. Or, I am an Irish crab. I live in Dublin. I want to share them with you because I think, you know, sometimes we all need a good laugh. And I will decide afterwards if I think it's a pro or a con to have strange, funny sentences. I would just like to say Goramaget to everybody who sent me sentences and screenshots they came across, and especially thank you to _Kataya, hope that's right, who sent me a ton of screenshots. First weird sentence, first among many that they have on Duolingo to help you with your Irish, is Níl lacha agam. You do not have a duck. I love how that sounds like an insult.
You do not have a duck.
Ta éirí riachtainna. Clothes are necessary. Reinforcing the law there through Duolingo, you know.
No indecent exposure.
Ihimid and chicken marv. We eat the dead chicken. Well, I hope you don't eat the living chicken. I'm famous. Are you? Unless it's somebody you just walk up to on the street. I don't know when I would ever say that. Calium argid nor rihim lemawak. I lose money when I run with my son. I mean, did your son steal it, or... I love this one. Beckham imagine. I yell in the morning. I just have this image of somebody as soon as they wake up, open their eyes, just like... It's like... Killian shade argid. Agus Canyon shade cash. They earn money and they buy cheese. Money well spent, if you ask me. No, it's actually not. I only like melted cheese. I'm really weird. I will not have cheese if it's not melted.
It stinks.
Ta ishka foot. And snaventu? There is water under you. Do you swim? Bit late now. Ní winnim were leinse div. I do not take your shirts off. This one is just kind of creepy. Like, there's a few ones that are creepy. Ihin she and túil go forfa. She eats the apple perfectly. And this is definitely taken from Anchorman. It's even Lumen Lampa. I love the lamp. Maybe Brick now works for Duolingo, maybe. Rihin shade heart. They run over you. Like this is an ongoing thing. Not they ran over you, they run over you. Honestly, some of these just sound like stoner questions. Cowell and Doan. Where is the world? That reminds me of the one, there's water under you. Do you swim? Ta and Dorcha this? Dorcha. The dark is dark. If you're into fun facts, just Duolingo. Yeah, definitely pro. There's a lot of ones that put people in the fridge. Like, the man is in the fridge, the woman is in the fridge. Why are people in fridges? Are they lawyers or are they men? Tough question. I'll take the boy and you take the men. Honestly, why is that? Why? And then last but not least, I have one from Little Women X Downton Abbey. Shout out to her. She has her own little language Instagram, which she's going to be teaching bits of German, Irish and English, which is amazing. She's really good at languages. So go check that Instagram out. I'll have it linked in the description. Conasata do Vilshine, which means, how are your sweets? Or if you're American, candy. How is your candy?
Is that some kind of weird code thing?
Because it sounds like it. I think I was sent a few more, but honestly I can't find them. I think my point about the weird sentences has been proved. The general consensus I got from you guys on Instagram is that it's not really helpful because you're not going to use these sentences. I really hope that some of them you definitely won't use. I mean, those words and verbs could be put into sentences that you would genuinely say and use in a conversation. And I think Duolingo's idea behind it is that they're so funny and weird that you're going to remember them. So then you'll remember those bits of vocabulary and verbs, but a few funny ones is okay, but you know, more useful ones, that would be better. For the love of God, stop putting people in fridges. My answer is drum roll. I'm not gonna do drum roll. I don't know how to. Yes, you might be surprised by that, but yes, I would recommend it if you pair it with another source or other sources for learning Irish. Ones that go more in depth, that explain, that give richer information Duolingo is great to revise, and it is great for keeping you consistent. The daily reminders you get, they make me do it. They remind me that it's really only a tiny part of my day, 10 minutes, and surely I can find 10 minutes of my day to practice the language. For learning vocab, it's definitely great for learning vocab. You don't need a lot of in-depth explanation for vocab. You just need to be continually picking it up and writing it down and learning it. Also, the little motivational pop-ups you get saying that you're doing, the little owl pops up and he's like, oh, great job, or 10 in a row, or your hard work is paying off.
And it just makes me feel like a winner.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this review. It's been a long time coming, and I hope you got a good laugh out of the sentences. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below if you use Duolingo and if you like it yourself. Subscribe to my channel to learn more Irish. Turn on the notifications, set them to all so you'll never miss another Irish lesson with me. Follow my Instagram for extra Irish content. Also, exciting news before I go, I started my own Patreon account. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a site where creators can get a little bit of money back for all the content that they're putting out there. And also, you get things in return. It's not just one-sided. If you support me on Patreon, it's only €5 a month that I'm asking, so that is cheaper than Netflix. What you will get in return is bonus videos, exclusive posts, informative about specific topics in the language. You will get early access links to my YouTube videos, so you'll see them before YouTube subscribers do. You will also get the opportunity to speak Irish with others. Now that is on the basis of how many people on my Patreon are interested in doing that, of course. I'll have my Patreon linked in the description. If you support me, it would mean the world. Thank you so much for watching. Gora maigad agus slán leat.